Hello, I'm Jerry Rigged, and this is the Duskers Daily Challenge for October 18th, 2018. Looking at yesterday's leaderboard, a total of 18 players, with Decavoid taking the top score with a 995, thanks to ship scan and generous sentries. Mostly generous sentries, average sentries at least. The Integrator was not far behind with a 975, LB a 955, Marvin 935, Corentoth 905, and I look to be the beginning of the no ship scan group with an 885, Lustika 21 and 835 with 50 points difference. She was not able to get the ship upgrade, and you can see who was able to get the ship upgrade based on whether or not they had an even or odd tens digit. We also have Longfellow Player with an 815, Jupaka with a 715, and Dargard with a 695, as well as Dana in 12th with a 537. A really bad day there. Yesterday wasn't all that pleasant, though, because there was a vent in the generator room, which, yeah, that could definitely go badly. Today we have Sensor with just below average drone health and nothing else. 4 infestations on a barge B. Alright, that's not good. Turn off caps lock there. Fortunately, typing that works. Just the airlocks and such don't. I think I see a drone in there. This could be very nice. Nope, ship defense. Non-operable ship defense, and oh shit. Alright, the good news is if there's a sentry, then I can deal with it. The bad news is this is just bad, actually. I just about vented the entire ship. I hear a swarm. Because of the times involved. This is just a bad idea. Alright, slime in this room and up. I'll deal with that in a moment. Well, that might be the one thing that I'm able to recover from this ship. Speed boost! Not worth it. So, I may have made a mistake here. It could be a very bad mistake. You freaking kidding me? Well, there's good news here, and there's bad news here. Door 11 not responding. I can't see door 11, so that doesn't mean much to me. What size is the ship again? Barge B. Oh, barge could have more drones. I'm going to give this ample time, which could actually be a negative. I'm not going to risk that speed boost. Shit, maybe I should. So, like, the good news is if there's a swarm and I risk the speed boost, there's defenses, there's a vent. Shit. I think I'm done with this ship. I think I am satisfied with my performance on this ship. Holy crap. I mean, once a swarm spawns... Fuck me. Alright. The problem is, I don't have a terminal. Well, I may have screwed up there, but I didn't spawn anything in R2, so that's good. Where's the radiation? Is there radiation? I mean, that could be worse, I guess. I have a brief window of safety here. What can I see here? Well, I can see an airlock. That's actually very good, all things considered. Let's give a very generous window for anything coming through. So right now I'm scraping what little space I can from this ship. And it's a tiny ship, all things considered. I might just vent A4. Actually, that's an interesting point. I can maybe do that safely. I think R6 is safe. Maybe, maybe not. And the worst case scenario is slime. Do I risk it? Problem solved. I guess I do. There wasn't a terminal in here, no, okay. I want to take that tow from... That's gotta be slime. And a terminal. That's actually really good. There's the fuel. That's growing slime as well. Oh, please leave that room. How is this growing? Okay. Survey sucks. Where does that leave me? It leaves me in a really bad position. Do I want the rest of this ship? I only have a limited time to check. Well, you know what? I don't, actually. I've got lots of time to check. I can still make this work on a lot of levels. Because I can vent R6. Now, that generator might break. The fuel might break. Actually, I think the fuel is a good chance. But that will give me access to more of the ship. That'll get rid of that swarm. Nothing broke. Oh, thank God. How's my time? Time is not good. Let's open up D9. Be ready to close it. There could be a sentry in there, which is not ideal. But that's not the only terminal available to me either. Because 10 and 9... Alright, let's at least get that fuel, if there is any. Nothing. I mean, I could vent them. It's clear at this point there's no sentry in those rooms, so I could vent them. My only greater concern is whatever's in that room is going to be lost. And I don't want that to happen unless absolutely necessary. Let's... I might have to vent R6 again, too, if slime spawns. How's this for absolutely stupid? I didn't see anything. I can also play bait. Let's play bait. That was a lot closer than I would have liked. So there's now a room that I cannot get into. Period. Full stop. And I know if there isn't a swarm in 7 and 8 already. Shit. Alright, well, I can't power that room anyway. Let's vent them both. That's kind of bad, but not really that big of a deal. Alright, I need to know if 7 and 8 have a leaper in it. Which is going to be much tougher to find out. And if R9 has the generator... yeah, if R9 has the generator, that's not good. I'm going to wait for 18 minutes. It may be that I can't even get further on the ship. I can wait here and see if I hear anything, maybe. Alright, that was definitely slime then. I'm just gonna go ahead and leave that for now. Nope, there's a leaper. Alright, so I can't really check 7 and 8 because of the Leaper moving back and forth. That was a bad choice. But at the end of the day, it was just a choice, and I have to stick by it. So that's it for this ship. Unfortunately, I can't find the sentry. That's not entirely true. Can I do anything beneficial with the sentry? I mean, I expect that the answer is no. But maybe. Except I can't open D7 and I can't use the defenses. There's a terminal in R8. Shit, that might be worth trying. Alright, let's say it's worth trying. I think that's my third spawn as well. Just in case. That powers that portion of the ship. If there's a defense in there, I want one to not be on this ship. Worst case scenario. Son of a bitch! I knew it. I was waiting for it. I was waiting to turn around and check that damn interface, and it's broken. Alright, any alternatives? I can vent R8. I've seen enough of the room to know that there's not anything in there. So I think that's going to be my next move. Vent the Leaper just into space. I can't make things any worse. Not a single door to that room functions anymore. I was waiting for it to turn around because I was still thinking hey, I'll just double check that everything's fine. As long as there aren't two Leapers, which I don't think there are. Let's get these guys back in the corners, just in case. I'm absolutely certain there's not a sentry moving around, and I'm sure that's unexpected. Alright. There is a working terminal there, but that doesn't help me. Also, 3 has the interface. Nope, just another survey. Alright, I can definitely get him out of that room. And I know there's not a leaper or anything else in there, so I can see what's going on there. Whether he goes to R8 or R4 next is a 50-50, I guess? I'm gonna guess R4. Nope. All right. How bad is this? Well, I mean, that might be good. It's kind of hard to tell. Best case scenario. Alright, nothing else I can do on the ship. Unfortunately, I could not get in there to check if R10 had the generator or anything else useful, but I was able to kill the sentry with that fortunate pipe break, and good timing overall. I would have liked to know what was in R10. I would have liked to know if R9 was safe and had anything. Both could have had another drone, or even 2 drones total, if one of them was broken. Unfortunately, it is not to be. Hopefully the speed boost stays intact. Looks like it did. Total of 6 upgrades. Fantastic. Total of 10 scrap. 2 of that was from the sentry. Could have had 3. No fuel. Starting score of 520. And I only took 6 damage, getting an extra 40 points. So that was definitely worth it. And I'm very glad the timing worked out that way. I kind of wish that I'd left it in R4, but at the same time I kind of wish that it hadn't radiated to begin with. And on top of that, if it had radiated R4, if I had it in there, for instance, That would have just ended up even worse, because then I have slime in R4, and I have no way to kill it, and I have to move it out of R4 before it gets radiated, and I can't radiate the other room. So, definitely not good. But 774 in total, picked up 1 drone and 1 upgrade. And almost the best, Korintoth got a little bit better, must have had another drone somewhere on the ship. Oh, actually, he had an extra 30 health. Okay. And ended up taking a lot of extra damage. But still ended up an extra 19 points higher than me. So, difference there. So, Korintoth, 793, myself, 774. LB, a 700, didn't go from the Sentry, which isn't the stupidest move today. Usually I'm like, why don't you go for the Sentry? Even if you have to use radiation, it's going to work out in your favor. But today, it's a little bit different. 4 infestations, and there's a lot of things that can cut you off from even getting that far. LB only played for 8 minutes. I know he's fast running things, but I think he basically saw that he wasn't going to get any further and cut his losses. Which, again, not a bad move. Decavoid, a 708, did get the Sentry, 2 scrap, but a little bit extra damage there. Smith, 700, no Sentry, and Longfellow player, a 565, taking a good deal of damage. Actually, that's, I don't know what the 320 health was, but I'm going to assume there was a 110, so he may have lost a drone there, possibly to Swarm or Leapers. And because of the odd score, he either lost the ship, the speed boost, or he didn't get it. And then Jupaka with a 540, just barely above starting score, probably took some damage there too. If you haven't done your run yet, good luck. It's a small ship, loaded with infestations. I don't know if the second airlock starts with slime or if that spawned early, but it's bad either way. And it covered the fuel, which there wasn't any fuel, but that very well could have cut off your run, depending on timing. I don't think so in LB's case, because he's extremely fast there. And the room with the drone would have been a great find, but if you didn't get to it in time, that's 60 points that you're not going to see. And dealing with the swarms, dealing with the Leaper, especially once the swarms blew open a door, I mean, there's just a lot that's not going to go your way on this ship. Terminals weren't very generous. Not just regarding ship scan, but regarding getting around the ship. Because there weren't any terminals until Airlock 2, which you couldn't get to Airlock 2 until you checked the other rooms. That said, I should have opened that door. I didn't think about that. Oh well, it still worked out in my favor overall. If you have finished your run, I don't think I'd said that part yet, and I'll try to say these two back to back. If you have finished your run, leave a comment with your own experiences and strategies for a ship like this. This is one where I think a lot of people will have a little bit different strategy. Things that I could have done better, definitely on that top room with A4, I could have checked both the doors. I could have just popped the door open, have a look inside, see what's on the other side. I would have found that airlock faster. That would have been good. That said, that might have been bad because I might not have gotten into the defense room until a little bit later, which would have just been bad in and of itself. If you'd like to check out other videos, you can see Marvin, Copper, Deno416, LB, Mustika21, Dargard, Decavoid, Merkhowler, Korintoth, and Agenta 1999, all listed in the video description. If you enjoyed, do please like, and have a good day.